Hello, I'm Corinne Power, Youth Services Librarian with the Algonquin Area Public Library District. I'm here to introduce you to 5 of the nominees for the 2023 Illinois Book Award Monarch Award. I love a good, funny story, so my first pick is Are You a Cheeseburger? This one is written and illustrated by Monica Arnaldo. This is a story about an unlikely friendship between a raccoon named Grub and Seed. The two have what seems like nothing in common except for they happen to be in the same trash bin one evening. Seed has no idea what he will grow into, but Raccoon believes that it must be something very special and very good. And what do you think the raccoon believes is the most good and special thing? You guessed it, a cheeseburger. Raccoon has never seen a cheeseburger plant before, but knows it must be good and special. The Seed also has never seen a cheeseburger plant before, but really wants to please his new friend. The two spend quite a bit of time together. You can see Grub serenading his friend Seed while they wait and wait and wait, hoping for Seed to change and grow into what they hope will be a cheeseburger plant. Follow the adventures of our two friends as they learn about their world and wonder about the things that they have never seen before. I'm sure that you experience new things in your world all the time. Raccoon and Seed experience things that they've never seen before, like a sunrise. Raccoons being nocturnal and a Seed always being in the ground. I've never seen a sunrise before, but they both start to have very different ideas of what a sunrise might look like. They discover that it's okay if friends have different ideas. And eventually, the seed will bloom and surprise both of them. Can you imagine what the special, the very good and very special thing is that the two friends discover? I hope that you will check out this book, Are You a Cheeseburger? Because of its wonderful friendship story and illustrations, and also because it is very funny. And here is the tail end of this book, the back cover. And as you can see, that is Seed from the front cover to the back. And yes, he does have a little booty. So I hope that you will find this book, Are You a Cheeseburger, by Monica Arnaldo, as fun and funny as I did. My next pick also has some booties in it. Not a seed booty, an actual human body booty. Several. This book is a nonfiction title and it's called Bodies Are Cool. This one's written and illustrated by Tyler Fetter. As you can see, this book is very diverse and has lots of different bodies. Big bodies, small bodies, dancing, playing, happy bodies. Look at all these different bodies. Bodies are cool. This book is maybe not as funny as the cheeseburger book, but it will definitely put a smile on your face. It's an absolute celebration of all the things that bodies have and can do. The illustrations, there's so much to look at on every single page. So have fun flipping through each page and discovering the different pieces of the body, hair, legs, eyes, tummies, and all the things that make each of us uniquely us, whether it's freckles or scars, anything that makes our bodies cool. I hope that you will enjoy and check out this nonfiction title, Bodies Are Cool, as a celebration of the human body in all of its various forms. Next up is my second nonfiction pick for you. This one is much more serious than How Did the Chicken Cross the Road? It is called Crossings, and it's Crossings: Extraordinary Structures for Extraordinary Animals. This one was written by Katie Duffield, and it has a separate illustrator, Mike Aroden. Again, this is Crossings: Extraordinary Structures for Extraordinary Animals. Now, this book is at the top of my list just for the illustrations alone. Look how gorgeous these pages are. Over, under, across, through, around the world, construction crews build overpasses, underpasses, bridges, and tunnels, ways for people to get from one place to another. Which is true. I'm sure that you have been over bridges and under tunnels before, but have you ever thought about how the animals get through those same areas? Like many nonfiction titles, this book is also a celebration. This is a celebration of the efforts of conservationists across the globe. As you can see, this amazing illustration here. It's a piece of artwork with the mom and the cub dangerously on the road with the tire wheel there, the car going through. This book goes through many different areas across the world and all the things that people have designed to keep the animals safe as we encroach more and more in their habitats. Everything from tunnels to bridges, and even, here's one of my favorites. This is across a rope bridge. A different kind of bridge, right? So, if you would like to know more, in the back pages of this title, it talks about wildlife crossings across the world, goes through a lot of the animals that are discussed in this book, and some of the things that conservationists and architects have designed to keep these animals safe and preserve them, and a little bit of their habitat so that they can get across a lot of the structures that people have designed for humans in mind. Whether it's tunnels under our roads, whether it's an overpass, do check out this book and see all of these amazing, amazing illustrations and some of your favorite animals from all across the globe. Again, this one is Crossings: Extraordinary Structures for Extraordinary Animals. Now, on to some fiction. This next book also uses a lot of imagination, like our Crossings book did, where the imagination of the architects and the conservationists had to save the animals. This one, however, is using his imagination more so on discovering the people around him. This is a fiction title. This is Milo Imagines the World. Milo imagines what the lives of all the people on the subway that he is on, what their lives might be like. And he draws them in his sketchbook. The illustrations in this book go back and forth between the subway riders and Milo's sketchbook. On his long ride, Milo has a lot of time to think over all the different people that he sees on the subway as he's taking the train to visit his mom. But when someone gets off the subway at the same stop as him, he may be forced to rethink what he has imagined and drawn in his sketchbook. This book might make us think, what can we really tell about a person just by the way they look? We all make assumptions, but sometimes we have to reevaluate the assumptions we've made when we get to know the people a little bit better. This book is Milo Imagines the World, and it is written by Matt De La Pena, and the pictures are by Christian Robinson, who has drawn both our subway people and Milo's sketchbook for us. So do enjoy and use your imagination as you read Milo Imagines the World. And that brings us to our final choice today. This one is another fiction title called Bilal Cooks Dal. And this one is written by Aisha Saeed, and the illustrations are done by Anusha Syed. Bilal Cooks Dal is a fabulous story about trying new things. I don't know if you realize that you may have actually had dal before. If you don't know the name, we call it lentils. It is a vegetable stew. If you've had vegetable stew before, you realize that a lot of soups and stews come in various tastes with different spices and ingredients, and they all are very yummy and good to share. Bilal cooks dal. Bilal's father is going to make dal for a lot of Bilal's friends and neighbors, and his friends are a little apprehensive. Have you ever been a little nervous to try something new? I know we all have our favorites and maybe don't like to try new foods very often, but when you do try new foods, you can get some wonderful meals from it. Not just that, but you might actually discover some new friends too when you share your meals. Over the course of the day, the dad cooks the meal, and it takes a long time. When you're making dal, it takes a long time for the spices to mix together and for it to heat up and get kind of warm and smooth and creamy. So the kids take the day and they're a little impatient, but they go out to play and they do things like hop in the pool. A lot of fun. So there's a lot of good things happening in this story. And in the end, as the sun starts to set, the dal is ready to try. And as you can imagine, there's some apprehension still until they have those first bites. So go ahead and try this book, Bilal Cooks Dal, and see if there is a happy, yummy ending to both the friendships and the food. That concludes my stories for today. Please be adventurous, try new foods, and try some of these books that I have shared with you today.